Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Toytography Live. I'm your host, Brian Carr. We have some good things that we want to share with you guys today. It's going to be some fun times. We have some photos that we are going to critique today. This is going to be our first video for 2026 that we are going to be doing some photo critiques. And we have some great photos to share with you guys. I also have some new toys that I want to share with you guys that I have received over the past week or so. Yeah, it's gonna be some fun stuff. And also I'm in the middle of building something. So I have some like accessories and stuff to share with you guys that you guys might be able to use for your photography if you don't already have it. So yeah, we got some good stuff. Before we get started, let's say hello to the people who have already arrived. We have Faithful Steve. He has shown up. Hello. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being here. Jay is here, and 60 pick. Good evening. Good evening. It's good to see you guys. Glad you are here. Like I said, we got some cool stuff to share. Also, I'm gonna wait a little bit for some more people to show up because I have a couple of questions for you guys, and I'm curious to hear your feedback on it because there's some changes that we have coming this year, and yeah, it's kind of I'm curious to see what everyone says about just their opinion on things because I do value you guys' opinion as far as the group and the direction of toytography and everything because again, this is all about you guys, and we have Ken show up. Hey, sir, good to see you. Glad you are here. So yeah, actually, while we're waiting, for those of you who who may be coming in or may want to watch this, later on, just want to remind everyone that the latest issue of Toytography magazine is available right now. This is a great interview that we had with Brian Fankhauser, and yeah, we had some definitely had some good times talking about some very interesting things, including the topic of AI, which it's a mixed bag, and I have to say I have my reservations, just like so many other people, and but there is one aspect of it that Brian was talking about that actually I was like, okay, you kind of made a good point there. So we discuss it, as far as the just as far as its uses. Yeah, I'm still like I don't know, especially when it comes to just certain things when it comes to the camera. I like having just my raw images just put up. That's just me. That's how I am. So I really don't edit my photos really at all. I like being able to just go through the process of setting up my lighting and then just taking my photos, and what you see is what you get. So I say Jay is already posted. He's like, that's how I feel about it. And I understand. I totally understand. Yeah, because it's just I don't know. It's just some things are best just left in its raw form. So yeah, it is what it is, but I understand the views of certain people, how they use it and fully embrace it, but there's still, like I said, there's a fine line when it takes over so much to where it doesn't even feel like photography anymore. And when it starts getting to that, then that's when it's just like, hey, I mean, it seems like AI is just creeping into everything, and we got to have something that's still ours. And there's some areas where AI is available, but it's not needed. It's like the classic saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's that same type of thing. So yeah. um yes. I actually I have to go back and just put the other digital copies there. That was the only thing I missed out on. But Yes, I will definitely put the digital copies back up. Gosh, I'm not sure why I didn't put the things up before, but yes, we'll definitely take care of that, so that you have all the digital copies at your fingertips as well. So that will still be available. So I will get on that before you can, and as well as anybody else who is interested in having the digital copies, because there's actually been some people who want both. They want the digital copy and they want the printed copy. So we'll take care of that for sure. Um, yeah, yeah, yes. And see, I can see that too. It's like, there are some areas where, editing your photos, sometimes uh people take photos just so that they can edit. Everybody has their emphasis in certain areas of toy photography. And so some people will just they love just, you know, not even having a background. They just take photos of the figure in the setting just so that they can create all kinds of stuff. And so, that is one aspect of toy photography. So but when you get to a position of like you're letting AI just kind of do all the work, it's like, come on. It's like when do you actually feel like you did something? Because it's like if AI do it, this is like when do you feel like you've accomplished something? Because we can all say this for the if everyone's here that's in the group and anyone who's watching later on everything, the feeling when you go through the process of taking pictures of your figures and you have that final image and you are so proud of what you did before you upload it. And sometimes you get to the sense of like, man, I will upload this photo and I don't care if no one else likes it. I like the way it came out and I'm satisfied with it. And it's like that sense of accomplishment when you do those photos. It's even at times when you're creating a photo and you have this big elaborate scene, but when you get ready to take your shot, a lot of things that you set up are not even in the frame. you know but you're still proud of like how you did all the setup and everything like that. It's like that's something that you can't get from just doing some AI thing. um yes, yeah, I feel that way too, because yeah, it's not the same, because when you are editing, you are still doing the work. AI is the one that's doing all of it, and that just takes away, from the aspect of it. So yeah, I can totally I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, 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 putting it on hands, yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. It is all part of it. It's part of the fun process of doing the photography. So yeah. But when it comes to Brian, he and I are on the same page on that. It's almost like I'll just put it like this. The way he treats AI is like and he goes into more detail in the article, but it seemed like the way he treated AI was just okay. I recognize your skills. I will use you for this part, and you just stay over there and do that part, and uh, and then I will handle the rest. And that's kind of how he handled it. But the part that he uses it for, I was like, okay, all right, I can understand that, because that still kind of separates from what he was doing and just using that one aspect of it. So when it comes to his images, like what he used right here for the front cover, it is something where it's like, yeah, that's all Brian right there. And so it's really 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 cool. So his spin, his take on the whole thing as far as how he uses it, I'm like, okay, I can see that. I can totally see that. So if you want to know more in detail about what he said in the article, then yeah, definitely go and pick it up. And like I said, we'll make the other digital copies available as well, so that you guys can be able to see that. But it was really good conversation. It was really really good conversation. So I highly recommend you guys go and pick it up. So also, again, for those of you who don't know, we did make the announcement back in December. This issue of Toytography magazine that is now released. That is the final issue for Toytography magazine. Uh, we were looking at everything and just the direction of Toytography. We just have higher heights that we want to take it to, and the things that we want to do, which I am so excited to share with you guys in possibly the coming months. What we have planned for Toytography, I think you guys would really, really like it, and you would really enjoy it. And when we started looking at everything, it was like there's no way we're going to be able to pursue that new venture of Toytography and still keep the magazine. It was like we just wouldn't have the time to handle both. Maybe later down the line, once we cross that hurdle of getting this new thing going, then possibly we can, revisit the magazines. But as of right now, there would be no way. Like if we tried to do both, something would drop, and we wouldn't be able to do that. So it's best to just separate, possibly just for now. But the thing that we have in store for you guys is it's big. I'll just say it's big, and so we're definitely looking forward to doing that, and we think you guys will enjoy it. So the December issue, the current issue that's out right now, that is the final issue, and all of the previous issues, the printed issues, I know we were removing them just to make space for our website, but now we have put back all the printed copies of Toytography magazine from the first one all the way to the current issue right now. And Ken had mentioned that he wasn't able to get the digital copy for some of the other ones, so we'll take care of that. So both digital and the printed copies will be available. So you'll be able to buy any issue at any time, and it'll be available to you. So yeah, definitely take advantage of that, because it'll be there, and I think you guys will enjoy, because every issue, and just me personally, because I own all the issues, so obviously, but I loved every single one, because I love doing the interviews that we had with every toytographer that we've had in each issue. It has always just been great conversation, awesome tips, encouraging words. I mean, all of that stuff came, and it was just really, really nice to have those conversations and post their work in each one of the issues. The artist walls that we put in from all you guys submitting all your photos and everything, we just really, really enjoyed it. So we thought it was really cool. So I think you guys should definitely take advantage of all of them if you haven't already, because they're all good. Every single one of them is good. So while we're still waiting a little bit, because like I said, I want to hit up some more questions for stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the things that I actually picked up this week, and or between this week and last week. I still have some more stuff coming, but I'll share with you guys. One of the things that I was really excited to share with you guys today is the thing that's behind me, this Baymax figure. I did take the time to, well, I would say I helped my daughter put it together, because when we pulled it out the box and she saw like the whole thing was in pieces, she was like, "Dad, please, I want to put this together. I want to put it." So I was like, "Okay, I'll let you go ahead and do it." So I was literally just cutting the pieces so that she can assemble it, but she's the one who did most of the work, putting everything together, and it came out great. I mean, it exceeded my expectations for this figure. And the reason why I'm like, as of right now, I mean, I haven't, obviously we're at the beginning of the year, but as of right now, this figure is looking like it's going to be in like one of my top 10 figures, because it's not 1/6, it's 1/12 scale. But just the detail of the figure is, I mean, it just looks amazing. So I'll show you guys now. This is so this is the final assembly of the figure. I'm gonna put his arm down so you guys can be able to just see it in its form, and then I'll show you. I'm actually doing an unboxing video for this thing, so you guys are just gonna see just a little bit of it, just so I can show you guys the detail in the figure, but this is the end result of the figure. And I mean, just again, just amazing detail that has gone into this. This is like the little boosters and stuff for the feet, which you can remove these. But the detail that it also has is in the fingers. Like literally, you can each individual finger you can adjust. So I think that is absolutely cool to be able to do that. The knees, check this out, because this, I mean, when you look at this thing, it's so cumbersome. It's like, how does he even, able to move and be able to pose? But like, look at the knee joints. When you bend the knee, it shows like all the detail in that. So you have room to move them around. And I mean, man, that is just, I think it's just absolutely cool. The other thing is like when you want to raise the arm, you can actually raise the arm all the way up. And this part right here can get in the way, but you actually rotate it and you can rotate it to the back so that you can be able to raise the arm higher up. And I mean, that is such attention to detail. Like Gong Studios, the same company that did the Hush Batman and just recently announced the Hush Superman, they made this guy, and they're actually making a Wally figure as well, which I already pre-ordered. They actually come with separate pieces, so you can remove the wings, and you can put the separate pieces so the wings are not there the whole time. And again, you can move the head around, the back. Like if you moving in, it actually fills in the gap for that. So I mean, literally, and if you want to like do some poses, you can extend it so you can get into like a higher pose. You can extend the legs as well. So on the surface, it looks like he doesn't move that much, but he does. Um, so it is, when you get it out the box, it is a model kit. Yes, it's a model kit. And I would say so in all transparency, it took me roughly, let's see, like I said, I was helping my daughter do the thing. It says, I forgot how long we took. We started in the evening and we took the majority of the day to the next day to put it together. So I'd say it probably took about a day to put him together. But yeah, he's totally durable figure. So yeah, that's why the box itself is so big. It's like it comes in this huge box just for this guy, and it's all because it's all in pieces. So it's a it's a process, and it also he comes with like this very interesting flight stand, so you can place him on the stand, and he'll be able to hold him up. So yeah, I mean, they literally thought of so much um, for the guy. I put together the other, so we have other pieces. Oh yeah, see, so he's like, I'm doing good, dude. When we were putting the whole thing together, that's what it felt like. If I was like, man, feels like it's a Gundam type setup for this thing. So yeah, it really feels that way. These are other little pieces, so you can remove the hands and attach the arms there to make it look like he's shooting out his fist. These are like the other little thrusters that you can put on there. He even comes with I think there's the little microbot characters or whatever, so it comes with two of those. These are the pieces here that you take the wings off and you can replace them with that. So so yeah, it's a real cool little piece. I really enjoyed it. So there's that. So I got that guy. The other one I told you guys was coming, and I've actually been kind of messing around with it a little bit. You guys probably saw the picture that I took with the thing, but the other thing I got was this Spider-Man, which you see says Superior Nation. This is a third party figure. So this is like just one of the poses I was able to put him in, but each one of these you can, uh, pose all these guys, and I mean it's just like a whole lot of detail that goes into it. So this was pretty cool. This is a pretty cool little thing. So anyway, there's that, and let me see. There was another thing we got. This is one thing we got from Big Bad Toy Store. I think they just started releasing these. So these pillars that started coming out. I think this was the same. Yeah, this was the same company that released the smoke effects and the fire effects and stuff. They now just started releasing this pillar. So you can actually put the pillar in a number of different poses. There's all the little, I don't know if you guys can see all the detail on that, but you can totally customize the pillar to however you want. And I mean, it's just, I really love the detail that goes into this thing. It's really good. There's a lot of possibilities that you could do with this. So yeah, I definitely want to let you guys know that it's out there. It's it's already sold out. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I think because this company is now like really making a name for themselves with these effects, they I don't know, there's people are just like jumping on it real fast. So I jumped on this thing like really, really quick, and just tried to I thought about getting more than one, but I was like, nah, I can't. I was by the time I think I went back to go look for it, it was already gone. So it's like, yeah, but yeah, if you get a chance to grab one, these things are actually pretty cool. I mean, there are some places that actually try and sell these on Amazon, so I don't know, you might be able to find somebody on Amazon who is selling it, but grab them while you can. Definitely grab it while you can. There's also, speaking of Amazon, so I'm in the middle of trying to do a little diorama, and I want to do a diorama where I have like this room set up, and there's just I want to be able to have it versatile, so you can be able to change the room up and be able to put furniture in different areas, stuff like that. So one of the things I picked up was this bookcase. Found this off of Amazon. I think it was like $30 for it, 20, $30, something like that. But it actually comes with like books, that you can fill in. But it's actual wood, it's not some cheap thing, but I think it was pretty good. It's got a nice weight to it as well. But you can put the books. I just haven't taken them out the package, but you can put all the books in there and put like other little knickknacks and stuff in there. So I thought it might be cool to have, be able to change that, because I already have like a couch and a bunch of other things to set up. So yeah, I'm gonna I wanted to be able to make the room versatile, so you can I will have a window built into the thing and a door built, and I bought a slab of wood and I'm going to stain. But yeah, it's something that's going to be very, very simple, and something that I can change up to. Or if I want to look like a living room, it will. If I want to make it look like an office, I can be able to change stuff like that. So yeah, just making little changes here and there. So yeah, that's what I picked up. There was actually another thing I picked up from Amazon that guys, if you don't have them already, I strongly recommend you guys picking these up. These are some new stands. I have not seen these stands before, and they're actually pretty cool looking stands. These are like bendy wire, so you can adjust them however you want to hold around the figure. I like the fact that it's small, so you can cover because they're sturdy, you can like put it around a leg and it'll be sturdy enough to hold, but the whole stand is been it's able to adjust. The other nice thing is right here, there are 6 magnets in this little part right here. So this is a piece of metal right here. Check this out. I mean, that's that's literally how strong this thing is. I've actually taken this thing and attached a figure to it and stuck it on the side of my refrigerator, and it was still able to hold this thing up, because this thing is strong. This is an absolutely strong magnet. But yeah, it's I would say it'll be good for holding up, any one of the figures. Uh, just a little tip for these, because I will say these, they're bendable, but they're not like super sturdy when it comes to like holding something. I mean, for some characters they are, but I have some figures that are a little, um, they're a little heavier. And so what I did, which is a nice thing about these things, is that when you take the bottom off, the inside of the wire is hollow. So just to give you an example, like for this, like I bend it, and it still bends just by changing, just by wiggling my hand. But what I did was, since it's hollow, I put more bendy wires on the inside of it, and that just strengthened it. So now it still will hold, like it won't bend as much as the other one. And then when I actually, it's a little harder to bend, but when however I'm holding stuff up, it'll actually hold up, and it'll hold up really well. So yeah, I have just the two of these things. And oh yeah, you had magnet. Okay, yeah. Yeah, those these are the magnet ones. And yeah, these things are super super strong. Like I said, there's 6 magnets that are in this thing, and they are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. I also bought some ones that they say they're designed for 1/6 scale figures, but there's no magnets. It's plastic. They still have the bendy wire in them, but I was like, man, if these little things with a strong enough magnet and some extra bendy wire, I could just use these little ones, and I can be even more discreet when it comes to holding the figures up. So yeah, so I picked these up. These are pretty good. I found these off of Amazon. So there's that. The other thing I picked up for the little room that I'm trying to create, I don't know if you guys seen this brand. It's called Make Market. Um, I found these at like a local Michael's hobby shop. I don't know if they're exclusive to Michael's. They might be, open to other places, but this is like a little coffee machine that I made, or that I picked up. And then this is kind of like a little wet bar. It even has like the little ice cubes around in there, which I gotta, I don't want to open it just yet because I don't want to lose the cube. So I'm just gonna wait until I actually set up the room and be able to put it. But it has like the little cups, and you can put little ice cubes in there. So I figured like, oh, okay, I can, do something with that. The company also makes these little lights. These little lights are pretty good. They're actually pretty bright. There's 2 that come in a pack for this. And gosh, I want to say I think it was like maybe $5 or $6 for these. So, but they're pretty bright. I've actually used them for a couple of things already, and they're pretty good. They're definitely pretty good. Just take like double-sided tape. You can stick it somewhere that's out of the way, and then just run the wire through somewhere, and then flip it on, and yeah, you can see just that's how strong the light is. So yeah, so you might be able to pick those up, but just little things you could use just for your photography. Um, Amazon has too. Okay, well, hey, there you go. You don't have to go anywhere. Just order off Amazon, and you'll be able to pick it up. So yeah, so that I have all of those, and I saved the best for last, guys. I mean, this thing here. Gosh, I have been trying to search for this for a while when it got released. Um, People were hesitant on it because of just how it looked, but once it started hitting the shelves, gosh, they flew off the shelves so fast. I mean, I had to really do some digging to find this place, and I found it from a company that I don't normally buy from. uh so I really took a chance on ordering it, and also shipping was took longer than am normally used to. But when it finally arrived yesterday, I was like, okay, all right, this I can trust. But uh what I actually picked up was Caesar from Planet of the Apes. Uh, this thing is so well made. It is so well made. I'm actually going to do a unboxing on this guy as well. The nice thing about it is there's magnets on the bottom there, so it's all held on a magnet. You can actually move the eyes, so you can really get some good looking poses with this. it also came with uh what was there was a horse that came with it as well. But I already have horses. So I was like, I don't need to, get any kind of horses to go along with that. I could just use it, for this guy or whatever. The fur on there, I was concerned about it, but the fur is good, it's durable, it does not just like flake off. So, and I've been actually been, moving the arms and whatnot, and I've been checking my fingers and none of the fur comes off. So this is actually really good. So I mean, if you guys can find it, I know it's hard because the one that everyone's going for is the one with the face paint. So if you can find the one with the face paint, that's the one to get. But if the other one where he doesn't have any face paint on it, there's still a few places where you can go and get that, and it'll be, you'll still be able to get it. And that one has posable eyes too. So oh, wait a minute, Mr. Palmer, man, you guys, Aaron, dude, what is up, man? Hey, thanks for joining, dude. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Oh my gosh, man. You guys, this is my buddy Aaron, and man, I have known him since high school. Oh my gosh, dude. It's been a cool minute, man. Thanks for joining, dude. Thanks for being here. Yeah, dude, Jake, the scope is amazing, dude. And I've already been like, I want to set up stuff so I can get photos, but I'm just trying to like just hold off. I even just snapped it with my phone just so I can, because I want to take pictures of this thing so bad. It's just I'm just so busy right now. I haven't been able to do it, but it probably, if not today, sometime this week, I'm going to be taking photos of it. But yeah, the head scope is amazing. Head scope is absolutely amazing. Yeah, so the same horse, the company Mr. Z, this I mean, that makes all those different horses with all those different colors and stuff like that. They apparently they did I think you can buy the deluxe set, or you can just buy the horse by itself. I tell you now, if you already have the horse, you're good to go. I mean, if you already have just one of Mr. Z's black horses, you're good to go. Because if you were to buy it just for this figure, it just comes with the bit and the reins. That's all it is. If you have the horse, you could just make that yourself. Just put some regular straps or whatever. You don't need to buy like no extra one just for that. Because actually, if you buy a Mr. Z horse by itself, not specifically for this figure, but just by itself, it has all the straps and it has the reins and everything. You just take the saddle off and you got the exact same horse. But yeah, it's a Mr. Z horse. You could totally tell right away. And yes, it is quality. Mr. Z quality, those horses, just the detail and all of it looks a whole lot better than a lot of other horses that are out there. But yeah, it's fantastic. It's definitely fantastic. So when I saw the figure, I was like, I already have a horse. I don't really need another one. So I just just left it at that. But man, I am so glad I got this figure. The only downside was when the figure showed up, and you can kind of see it right there. The figure passed through customs, and when it went through customs, as soon as I saw the sticker or the packing tape saying that it was examined by customs, I was like, oh man, I was like, here we go. And I opened up the box, and the outer box, like the shipper box that was originally for this thing, it was split open. Like they took a blade and just cut it open. And I was like, gosh, please don't damage this figure. But that's all they did. They just cut it open, and they opened up this part and saw it and was like, okay, it's blank, it's nothing. But the blade went so deep that it cut the box and cut this too. So I was like, it's all right. They didn't damage the figure. The figure is still good. It's like there's no problems with that. So yeah, everything was cool. So that's the first time I've ever had a figure that went through customs and went through stuff like that. I don't remember of any other thing where they just slice it open like that. I'm like, jeez. So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. So listen, so we've been going through this for a while, so I think there's enough people here. I'm gonna go ahead and like I said, I got a couple of questions I wanted to ask you guys. Um, First thing is, oh, see, she's, yeah, they do. Yeah, to a Gallipo. Dude, kid with the jokes, dude. I tell you, this kid's something else. Anyway, let me go still here. Uh, so the first thing, and I'm actually, this question I'm gonna ask you guys right now. I'm gonna put a. It's funny that you mentioned a poll because I'm actually gonna put a poll for this in the group. Yeah, you see, Steve was like, I see what you did there. uh, so I'm curious with you guys. How do you guys feel about continuing to do the Toytography Live on Wednesday? Because for those of you who have been with us since the beginning, you guys know that really the only reason why we were doing the Toytography Live on Wednesday is because when we had Dan here on the show, when Dan and I were working on the magazine, Wednesday was our day when we had our meeting, and we would discuss the magazine, but there was a lot of times we would spend like, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes discussing the magazine, and then we spend like another hour just talking about new figures that we got and stuff like that. And so we were started thinking of you guys, and we was like, man, it'd be cool if we can just, discuss toys and things like that with the viewers and our subscribers. And so that's when we decided to have Toytography Live on Wednesday. But as you guys know, it's been a while now. Dan is not part of the show anymore. And as far as my schedule is concerned, I'm pretty wide open. I mean, I do have obligations, and I have things that I take care of during the week, but I, for the most part, make myself flexible. So I was leaning more towards like if we did the thing on Friday instead of Wednesday. Um that's it. See, always gotta get back to work. All right, Eric, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here, dude. We'll talk later. Um so yeah, I'm thinking of more of just Friday instead of a Wednesday. Um because it's midweek. There's some people who can't be here during the live stream because it's the middle of the week. And also Friday, like I've already wanted to be a part again of Figure Flex Friday, because that's, they do their show in the evening for me. And so I like being a part of that. So if I did the Toytography Live on Friday at this same normal time, like still do it at the same normal time, it wouldn't conflict with the Figure Flex Friday, and I can do both, on the day. But if you guys are still okay with just keeping it for Wednesday, I'm okay with that too. Like I said, I'm flexible and things like that, so I can be able to keep things going. So I'm just going to narrow it down to just those 2 days. So you guys are more than welcome to voice your opinion on here, but I'm also going to do a poll on today in the group, just who would prefer to have it Wednesday or Friday. So that's my first question I want to ask you guys. The next question I wanted to ask you guys is oh, thank you. Yes, he's a opening of the day. Okay, very cool. Thank you for your input. The next question I want to ask you guys is because we have so many people here from, I mean, there's you guys who tune in from across the country and around the globe. So I'm very curious to hear your opinion on this and hear your input, really. Currently, where you guys live and where you guys are Are there any places in your area where there's like I wouldn't necessarily say a store, but more like a gallery or an exhibit, anywhere in your area where toys like figures and stuff are on display? Now, when I say on display, I don't mean stuff that you can purchase. I mean, like someone has their collection on display for people to see. I know out here in California, there is a place, some of you are aware of it, called Frankensons. Frankensons is like a collectible mall where you can go and you can purchase a number of different things. But inside that place, there's at least a couple of guys that I know of that have a booth and they sell stuff, but they also have like their collection on display. So, and whenever I go there, sometimes I don't go there to purchase anything. Sometimes I go just to see uh, these guys' collections on display. And so I'm curious, in your area where you guys are there any spots like that? You know, I understand that maybe there's a comic book shop or whatever, or something like that, where you can go in there and buy comics, but they'll actually have like other things that are on display, but the stuff is not for purchase. It's just, you know, stuff where you can see. So I'm curious what you guys see. Oh, he says unfortunately no. Okay, all right. um Toy Monster Toys in Virginia Beach. Okay. Dioramas all around the store. Wow. Okay. Okay, and are those dioramas, are they built for like various people, or is there just one person in the store who builds those dioramas? Like do you know anything about that? Um yeah, it's really yeah. That is a good place for window shopping. Yes, that's I have gone there a few times, and sometimes when I go there, like I'll go there looking for hot toys, and I don't know. Sometimes Frankenstein's feels like a tourist trap. So sometimes I go in there and I see the hot toys, and I'm like, man, that look real nice. But I know that price is only high because it's Frankenstein's. So I don't. So I haven't. I haven't purchased. I've only purchased a handful of things there, but there are some people there that do have stuff like on display, like not for sale. It's just on display. So Frankenstein's is a good spot, you know, to go and check those things out. Um, oh, it's not where you live. Okay. Oh, Sweet Jenny's ice cream. Okay. Oh, just a guy who just has his collection up there. That's interesting. Okay. I've mentioned this before. I know I told some other people about this, but there was a guy who, I don't think he has it anymore, but there's a guy who had a store in Hawaii, and it was his collection on display. Uh I believe he did have some toys that were for sale, but the majority of his stuff was just a display. And he even charged like an entry fee to get inside the store to look at his collection of stuff. And I remember they did like a news story on him in Hawaii. And when I saw some of his collection, I was like, wow, okay. It was like he got some impressive stuff. There was some Hot Toy stuff that he had, and he even has some of the Marvel Legends props, like the Captain America shield, and actually I think the shield was actually, you know, a higher end shield. But he also had like helmets and stuff like that. Um but yeah, he had a stuff on display, and he had a uh like an entry fee to go in. I don't think he had it for too long because as far as I know, his store was inside a hotel, and uh you wouldn't know about it unless you stayed at the hotel or if someone told you about the place. But even when you went to the hotel would charge for parking. And so you had to pay for parking. And I believe he would validate the parking, but he was losing money on like trying to give validations and stuff. So uh the amount of money, I think he was charging like $7 to get into the exhibit, uh, and I think people had to pay. I think it was like $3 or $4 for parking. So when he gave a validation, he had to spend $3 or $4 out of his pocket, in which case he was losing money on the entry fee to get in there. But he looked like he had some cool stuff. So I was like, when I seeing something like that, I was kind of wondering, like, okay, who else around here, across the US and around the globe who has, stuff like that. Oh, nothing around you. Okay. Okay. Um, yeah, I can understand that. Uh oh, they had stuff to sell too, but it was personal stuff. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious about that, to just seeing other toy collectors around who has their stuff, because I've seen people uploading YouTube videos, and in their YouTube videos they're showing off their collection. And sometimes when they're showing off their collection, I'm like, man, I wish I could actually just go and see it, but it's like that's somebody's house. You can't be just walking in the house just looking at their, collection unless you personally know them, and so watching it online is about as close as you're gonna get, and some people do it, for the purpose of like, well, I want to protect my stuff, you never know who you're letting in your home, looking at all kind of stuff. So yeah, I can totally understand that. So, oh wow, Jay says UK has nothing. So, oh, hey, Jay, maybe you need to start something yourself, man, and let people come and see your stuff. So, yeah, I can understand. There's some places around that doesn't. Matter of fact, I remember interviewing one of the issues in our magazine, where the guy was just taking photos of cars, and I was like, man, why of cars of all things? There's like so many figures out there. Why you want to take photos of cars? And he was just basically just like, there's nothing out here but cars. So that's all he had access to. So he was just like, by doing that, taking photos of the cars, I mean, it really expanded, on stuff he was doing. So yes, I'm just, just like I said, just curious about that whole thing. Um, let's see. Find the Bassin Castle maker. Hey, maybe you never know. You never know. If people out there get creative, they might be able to create something. So yeah. So with that said, we're gonna move on, because we do have some photos to take a look at. There's been some, like I said, some really really good submissions. So for those of you who are, who new to the channel, we have this thing where we will take a look at people's photos and give, any kind of, positive or constructive feedback on there. So all you have to do is go to the Facebook group, submit your photo, put in TTM live, and yeah, we'll take the first 5 entries to put in, and we will critique them and give our feedback on them. So we're going to take a look at some photos. Before we take a look at the photo, I will show our photo of the week. Man, this was amazing. This was amazing. And I think there's actually a new member, because I don't remember seeing him in the group, but this is an amazing photo. I thought this was fantastic. So photo of the week goes to Dean O'Brien. Dean, man, the thing that really grabs me is your lighting and your posing. Oh my gosh, dude, this is such an amazing shot. So yeah, this is definitely beautiful. I'm pretty sure he done like the classic thing of using the bendy wire to do it, and this came out great. This absolutely came out great. So congrats to Dean for being photo of the week, and this is a really really beautiful photo, and thank you so much for submitting to the group. This is super super nice. Actually, I never thought about doing it, but I don't mind, starting to do it now. But when we mentioned photo of the week, I think it will be cool to just actually post the photo in the group as well, so that everyone else can see and not just in the group. So yeah, I think that's what we'll start doing. So you'll find this photo. I'm putting it in for photo of the week in the Facebook group as well, so people can see it. Because man, this is nice. This is a beautiful, beautiful photo. So again, thank you very much for submitting. And let's go ahead. Let's jump right in to our TTM live. Let's see. Let's pull up the first one. Let me share the screen here. Our first one is from Al. This is nice. I really like this one. I'm actually been wanting to do this quite a bit. I like when there's shots that have more than one enemy, on the screen. Oh, hey, he is saying what's up. Thank you very much for being here. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, and good. Okay, thank you. Yeah, well, I think we'll go ahead and we'll do that. We'll start just adding in the photos with yeah, just so that people can get props over there too, and or get recognition in the Facebook group as well as here during our live stream. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and we'll start doing that. So yeah, so with that said, Al, man, the only thing that's I think might have been like just tweaked a little bit when it comes to the photo is just the posing. So here's the thing that I learned when I actually used to do art years ago when I was younger. I used to draw stuff and things like that. Way back, even when I was in junior high school, I used to draw photos and stuff. When I got into high school, one of the classes that I took in high school was a physiology class, and the reason why my counselor at the time wanted me to take the class was because it's like, when you're doing art, you also need to study the anatomy of the body. So you can, everything be drawn proportionally and you'll understand how the body works when it comes to movements and things like that. So I said all that to say when it comes to this photo, this is one of the things I've learned. When just think about it when you throw something. And you can try this yourself. Yeah. And maybe you don't notice it when you do it, but it's a cool experiment to try. When you throw something, you might make a fist before you throw. But when you actually release, you open your hand. And the reason why you do that is because you got all this stored up energy on the other side, all the way to your fingertips, to your hand. And then when you release it, you open this so that you release all the energy all the way out from the other hand, all the way around to the other side before you throw. So for this, I would have kept the open hand, but I also I would have used an open hand for the other side too. And also if it's possible, because this is I see you guys mentioned this is Mezco. So with the Mezco, that there is a way to pose these figures and stuff like that. So I can understand it, I can understand you being scared. I can because the way the way you are with the Mezco, that's how I feel about Hot Toys figures too. Sometimes I get really, really nervous. And even when I watch Patrick from Zord Photography, when I watch him pose some of the Hot Toys figures, I'm like, ooh, man, I don't know if I could pull that off, because I was like, I don't want the thing to break or whatever. But he takes so many chances with this stuff and he pulls it off beautifully, and the figures don't break. There's been some, actually, I take it back. There's been some times where he said, every now and he might, something might break off or whatever, but it's not as often as you think. So I would probably, if you can, like, have him lean more into the throw, and that'll really like give that dramatic feel of him, throwing the shield. But as far as the way you have it right now, it's still okay, because it's not like you can look at this photo and think like, is he throwing it? Like, clearly you can see that he is. So it's like the thing that I'm suggesting is minor, because you're still showing the expression with the whole thing, especially with the the effect of the shield being thrown, even the impact right here that you have where it's actually hitting the figure, So you're still able to convey that. So it still looks good. It's just, just a minor thing. As far as your lighting is concerned, I think the lighting still looks good. The light that I'm assuming you had a light coming from up here, and because I believe you can kind of see a reflection of that light in like this swoosh effect for the shield. So I think your lighting on that is really really good. So it's just a matter of how you pose the figure. Like if he was really putting his body into it, the arm, the this particular arm right here would actually be further back as well, and it would be an open palm. That's just minor, very minor thing. But yes, I totally agree. It is a very creative shot. Yeah, so this was good. This was only good. So let's see. What do you say? Oh, fully clothed. Yeah. Yes, and man, which is why I'm concerned about this new Hush Superman that Gong is releasing. Because the Hush Batman, I kind of feel the same way about it. But I mean, if you push it a little bit, you can still pull some stuff off. But then whatever you can't get with the figure, you can make up for it with the camera angle. So camera angles can, mask certain motions and stuff like that. So there's, you can kind of pull it off with that too. Um, yeah, so it takes some getting used to experimenting, but there's even some Mezco figures where you just can't. You try and it just does not move. Like I'm noticing that with the Red Hood figure. Like it's because the ab is like one solid part, it makes it hard to do the ab crunch. I But just a little bit of motion with the Nightwing, the Mezco Nightwing figure that has some restrictions as well. So yeah, so you have to, it depends upon the figure that you're using. Mezco sometimes does stuff the same way Hot Toys does stuff. Like there's some Hot Toys figures that look amazing and the ab crunch is non-existent. And I really just don't like that. But it's it is what it is. Um yeah, he said he had me punching the air. I can see, dude, because guys, we haven't had um I think the last time I've seen a Hush Superman was when I think DC Direct put out their Hush Superman, and I never picked it up. I liked it, but I never bought that one. So with this one, with like the poison ivy vines all around it, oh yeah, yeah. I've I have my thing set to notification. So the moment that Gong announces it's gone for sale, which I believe is supposed to be sometime later today, I think, like possibly later on this evening, they're gonna take pre-orders for it, or not pre-orders. I believe you'll be able to purchase it, like it'll be available for purchase. So yeah, I would say you guys can, if you can, jump on that real quick if you can. Uh, yes, that's true. More flexibility in the pants and the jacket too. I think the jacket just has some restrictions as well. That was, I don't know. I don't know. It looks good on camera, but as far as any kind of motions or anything, I'm like, man, I really wish they had done something else with that. So oh, and they just reissued it. Oh, okay, okay. All right, well, hey, I mean, good timing if they're trying to get in on this thing that Gong is doing, because Gong is the one who did the Baymax that I have behind me, and they're doing the Wally figure as well. So and they also did the Kingdom Come Superman, which I also have. So yeah, they're making some good stuff. The only thing I don't like about it is the body that they chose, because it has that eyesore for the thighs. Oh man, I just do not like the way it pops out for that extra part of the thigh. I was like, there's so many other figures that are big that don't require that. So I don't know why they chose to go with that, but whatever. Um, anyway, again, thanks Al for submitting. So our next photo, this is from Edwin. Man, I like this one too. This was good. I mean, it really, it's got you like kind of telling the story here. Um, The only thing on it was I probably would have made just my lighting just a little bit darker, only because um, when you make it just even just slightly darker at the top, you kind of give the appearance that there's a roof overhead. You don't have to make it super dark, but just enough to make a shadow, and that makes it more like they're in a room. And so that's the only change that I would have done on this. But as far as telling a story, the whole thing, I think this is good. I really like how these guys are doing it. So you got Snake Eyes and Roadblock and Duke, all these things. So like they're planning out a mission. So yeah, I mean it's really the only thing I would change on that is just toning down the lighting in the background, just so that the stuff is subtle. Also, because like I mentioned this before, when you make it a little darker in the background, it also, when people are looking at the photo, their natural eye is drawn to the foreground. They may, you may veer off and you may look towards the back to see what else is going on. Because that's the other thing I like about this photo. You have things in the background, but nothing is really distracting. uh I mean, if you maybe the flag, maybe only because of the size of the flag it is, but it's but your eyes are pulled towards it. But if you created more of a shadow across there, then the focus would definitely be on the guys in the foreground. So yeah, just a little lighting tip. Sometimes you don't want to add too much light in the background, especially if you want people to focus on the foreground. So yeah, that's my only tip on that. But it looks good. It definitely looks good. Uh Welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad I'm able to help. Okay, thanks very much for submitting. Let's go ahead and let's see our next one. Frederick. Oh man, Frederick is the master of the darkness. So there's so many pictures that Frederick puts out where the areas is like, really, really dark. I mean, I kind of do that as well, where I put just I like to use a lot of shadows and stuff like that. But this is pretty cool. I like this shot here. I like the use of the lighting, and I think he pretty much uses the same setup all the time, just rearranges it, just rearranging in different spots. But I really like this one too. I like the lighting on it. It looks very, very nice. When it comes to the posing, I don't think there's really much you can pose when it comes to these figures. At least I don't think. So yeah, but I mean, just I recognize the characters, and yeah, I definitely I think there's really not much you could do when it comes to posing on this. But the main thing about all of this is the lighting. The lighting looks really, really nice, very subtle, and just little spots of lighting, just here and there, just so you have your shadows. It's not one big shadow casted in one area, and then you have like this is like just subtle little shadows all around. So yeah, this was very, very good. Nicely done. Yeah, same here. Yeah, and the lighting is what highlights all the details. And so that's the thing. It's like you have the light in the background, but immediately your eye is drawn to what's in the foreground, because that has more light than all the things than all the other areas in the shot. So yeah, this was nicely done, Frederick. This was really cool. Yeah, it's a moody shot for sure. So yes, and that too, because look at all the brick that's all around and everything. So yeah, it looks really, really nice. I think he might have done this stuff himself. I believe he does do the detail work on these things himself. So it looks good. It looks really, really nice. So yeah, there's really not much more to say about it. It looks good. So Frederick, thanks very much for submitting, man. It looks nice. Let's see our next one. Oh, this is Ken shot, dude. When I saw this thing, this was actually one of the photos that we were leaving up that's possible for photo of the week, because Ken, man, you did a good job on this. Did you actually use the snow that George was talking about, or was this all just editing afterwards. I know when it comes to the smoke, that's something that you edit it in. But this looks nice, man. I like the glow from the fire. Uh, this was this was really really nice. Oh, so you did use the snow there. Oh, okay, okay, nice, nice, man. This looks good. This looks good. So hey, you're putting the George's tips to work, and it looks really really good. And this paid off very very nice. So yeah, I mean honestly, there's really not much more to say. I like the little subtle lighting that you have, for the background with the mountains and everything. That just sets the tone for where he is. Um, but the having the lighting just all right here and the light coming from the flames and stuff like that, man, this is really really nice. And even put like little smoke for the cigarette right there. But yeah, dude, this was really, really cool. Oh man, I got the Jack Daniels. I didn't even notice. I think it was the Jack Daniels was blending in with the jacket, so I didn't even see the whole thing. But man, that is nice. But see all the like little snow that you got running along there. This was really, really cool. Really, really cool. All the way down to like all of the details in that, man. Very nice. Very nicely done, dude. This was really, really cool. Uh yeah, it's a cool figure too. Yeah, I like the figure too. I really, really like that. So oh, okay, yes. And that's the other thing I like about it, because I'm actually planning on doing a snow shot for the Caesar figure that I have. I really want to recreate that shot of him in the snow, with the snow on his body and everything. So that is the nice thing about it. You sprinkle this stuff on and just knock it right off. It just comes right off. It doesn't stick to anything, and I think that's the great thing about it. So yeah, it was really really cool, really really cool. Yeah, so I mean, as far as your lighting, dude, I think you hit it on all cylinders here. I mean, this is a good, very, very good pose. I like the fact you had like the Jack Daniels like just resting on the knee, like he's sitting there and he's got a cigarette. So yeah, this was good, man. Very, very nice shot. Thank you very, very much for submitting. This is a nice one. So our next one, this is our last critique here. This is from Rick. Man, I like this one too. I really, really like this one. Uh, and but he has a. Oh, he does. Okay, I was gonna see for a minute. I was like, did he grab the cape? But yes, he did. Yeah, so he got him like he's got the cape, like he's getting ready to yank it back. Uh, this is good, man. And then the nice use of the smoke, along the bottom, and very, very good background. I like the fact that you blurred the enemy so you can. And I love this kind of shot here. So uh you leave the background blurry, especially when you got like an enemy or a character in the background. I like blurring him out as well. So you leave it to the imagination as far as like, wait a minute, oh my gosh, I know who that is, but they're not like in full focus. So you just know it's coming. But yeah, this was really good shot. Lighting is really good. You have your lighting on the foreground, which is where you want it to focus. And then he's just stepping out of the shadows. We mentioned this before when we were seeing the I believe it was a aliens photo that we were looking at, where it was a face hugger, I think. Or no, it was an actual alien that was in the shot, but the alien was in the background, but the alien was lit. And I was mentioning about how it's good to have more in the shadows, so where you can basically see like, oh, it's coming, and the character himself that you're looking at is also unaware of the enemy that's in the background. And that's kind of what's going on like right here. This is exactly a good example of what I'm talking about. You just like he's stepping out of the shadows and the lighting is shining directly on the Superman. So yeah, this is kind of stuff we're talking about. This is a really really good shot. Yes, good Superman figure too. That classic S, man, I really really like that. Yeah, so this is nice. uh but yeah, I mean, it is a little bit, but honestly for me, uh I am looking at the figure, and I can already tell that this figure has some restrictions. So um, it is kind of awkward the way he's looking back, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I can understand it. Like you can let it go for that, because it is enough to drive the point as far as what's happening. So yeah, so I would say this is definitely a good shot and a good use of the pose. It's a really good use of the pose to convey what is actually is going on. So yeah, so I would still say it's a good job. So definitely a good job on the shot, man. Thank you very much for submitting. Oh, and that's our last critique. So these next set of photos that we're going to oh, is it don't tug on Superman's cape? Yeah, that would definitely be a no-no, that's for sure. So yeah, so these next photos that we're going to take a look at, I'm not going to critique the photos. We're just you're welcome. We're just going to just look at these are just submissions from between I believe today. I think I uploaded some today. So from today all the way until last week, these are photos that you guys submitted, which was some phenomenal photos, absolutely fantastic photos. So yeah, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at what we have, if I can find it. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I think this is another one from Frederick too. Yeah, so he's saying the same thing. I feel the same way, because there's so much talent in this group. So much talent in this group. Actually, I totally forgot about mentioning this, but I'm gonna there are a couple of things I want to mention while we're looking at the photos here. Two things. One, I have been noticing that there has been some more people coming in to join the group, and some of them have been invited for other people into the group. Gosh, I love the shot too. I love Mandy did a great job with this. But some of the people that have been coming to the group, like we've noticed, they're not acknowledging the rules that we have for the group and not getting a response, and they're wanting to just come into the group. And in all honesty, we've been rejecting them because we would like for people to respect the rules that we have in the group. We're not just accepting people just because we want to have large numbers, which we do. We want to have large numbers for the group. We want the community to grow. But I've been in other groups. Man, that's another beautiful shot. I've been in other groups where people didn't acknowledge the rules. They just jumped in. And then next you know, they weren't even the real person. And then they start reaching out to other members saying, hey, I can 3D print for you. I can 3D, Billy's dioramas and stuff like that. And they're just people just trying to get money out of people. And I don't want to be that kind of person, just randomly letting people in the group and then you guys get bugged by people who are not even here to be a part of the group. So I don't want to do that. We're trying to do the best we can to really protect you guys to where we can just enjoy the stuff for what it is. And yeah, this was another one. I like that one. So we're, like I said, we're trying to really protect you guys so that, we can, just still keep the group enjoyable, for everyone. So we're screening people. So if you invite somebody in and they don't acknowledge the rules and stuff like that, we have sent messages to them. Like we've denied them from entering the group, but we'll send them a message saying, hey, please acknowledge the rules and we'll let you in. So we've done that. And some people just, they haven't come back, probably because, it wasn't a true thing. And we just had to okay, let it go. So we're still trying to do our best to keep a cap on who's in, so that none of you guys get scammed out of stuff or anything like that. We're just trying to be cautious of those things. The other thing, and this goes in line with what was being said about the talent in the group, stuff like this, because this was an amazing shot right here too. When they showed if you guys get a chance to see that shot, you can see the behind the scenes from that shot as well. there's so many talented people here in the group. And what we've noticed recently is there's just a couple of people, not a lot, it's just a couple of people that have just been submitting photos, and we can tell it's one, either it's not their photo and it's somebody else's photo, or two, they will, I don't know, just seem like they just grabbed a photo of a figure from somewhere else and then just copied and pasted onto a background and then just kind of just threw some stuff on. And it's just like, yeah, this is mine. And when I see that, I'm like, nah. I mean, I I just, we just can't really just be approving every photo. This is the reason why we have approvals for the photos, so that people just don't just be throwing stuff in. Um, and me being a photographer myself, I'm thinking of you guys as photographers, and here it is, we're putting in our work into these shots, and they are, we put a lot of time and effort, and then some other people in the group just come along and just be just slapping stuff together and be like, yeah, I'm doing toy photography too. It's like, nah, that's not that. I mean, it's like you're not even trying. It's like that kind of thing. And it's just like, come on, guys, there's people here in this group who genuinely are trying to improve, and they're showing off their work, and then we see other stuff that just gets thrown in. And so we've been kind of lenient with some of the things, but we may actually uh start rejecting some of the photos where we can clearly see, like, okay, this is not, like, you're not even making an effort here. So I just want to, uh again, we're trying to encourage you guys to really improve on your toy photography. And for those of you who have been in this group for a long time, you have, like, we have seen the improvement that you guys have made in these shots, and that's what we want to continue to see. But we can clearly see that there's times that people are just not even making the effort, and it's just like, come on now. I just i i just i i don't know, it's just not, to me, it's just not cool. And so I'm just, I just don't think we should be just approving every single photo just because somebody submitted a photo, and just keep them going. So we're again, just, we're gonna be cracking down a little more on what we allow and not allow, and in the stuff here, where, I mean, if we see a photo where we're like, man, we're not sure if they put the effort in or not, we'll just submit it. We're like, who are we to make the call on that? We just go ahead and just submit it. But when we see other photos where we can clearly tell, like, okay, no, you didn't do anything on this thing, then yeah, it's going to get rejected out there. And if they end up leaving the group, then so be it. But it's all about trying to encourage people here, and do stuff. So that's why we're doing this. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about the whole thing. We just want to see some more effort being put into the shots. Yeah. So just protecting everybody in the group. That's really all it is. Like, I would like to see our group grow. Like, I'm a part of other groups where the members are in the thousands, and I'd be like, man, that'd be cool if we were like that at some point. Which I believe, at some day we will. But I'm not just accepting anybody into the group and doing anything just so that I can see large numbers. That's not what I'm about. So yeah. So that just giving you guys a heads up on the whole thing. So anyway, that was just my rant on the thing. I know I missed out a lot of pictures that was being put in here, but I just feel like something needed to be said about those things, because like I said, I really care about you guys and the photos, and the whole point is to encourage you guys. And the whole point of sharing all of these photos is so that we can inspire other people in the group. And if we have photos going in there to where it look like they're just slapping stuff together, it's like, come on now, where's the inspiration in that? It's, so yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So uh Yeah. There you go. And that's the point. That is the point. And it's kind of like when when you're trying to go higher, not just photography, but anything in life. When you're trying to go higher, it would help if you associated with yourself with someone who's higher than you, so that someone can say, hey, I've been where you are, let me help you get up, let me help you go higher, and let me show you some tips so that you can go higher and you continue to grow. If you're trying to go higher, you're not going to want to be hanging around people who's beneath you, because it's like you can offer to help them. But if they're not even trying to take the time to change so that they can come up where you are so you can grow, then it's like, come on. I'm sorry, it's great that we can talk and everything, but I'm trying to excel. And that's just, that's what we do. Uh yeah, it's a that too. When I was submitting the photos, I was like, yeah, I like that shot. I like the other one that that he did was it was the same shot with Doc, and he was sitting in the area, and I think it was like trying to get his resolution for trying to get thin and whatnot, but he was just big and just sitting on there with all his tentacles they were holding. So that was a cool shot. But this other one, yeah, I like that one too. That was really, really nice. Um, yeah. You know, um, yes, I'd say we could do that, but in some cases, there's some people who submit photos and they're just like, I don't have time for that. I just want to submit my photo, which is fine. It's like, trying to put a description in. Like, if you can, great. But if you can't, we'll still accept it. It's fine. But sometimes I really feel like calling some people out and be like, hey, what's the behind the scenes on that photo? It's like, so, and it's like, if you can't produce that, it's like, all right, come on. you know um there was one person I spoke to before about their photos or whatever, because one of the images that they submitted, like, I can totally tell that the figure that they took a photo, or not, it wasn't even a figure that they took a photo of. The figure that was in the photo, I could totally tell it was not the figure. It was the 3D render of the figure that Big Bad Toy Store was promoting. I can look straight up and down. I was like, that's not even the figure. Okay. That is a 3D render of the figure. And you put the photo in with the background. I was like, come on now. We're not stupid here. It was just like, it was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So it's like, come on now, man. It's like, at least try and make some kind of effort with the whole thing. And that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, what are you doing? so, so yeah, it's just, we gotta crack down more on some of the stuff that goes through, just so that we can, like I said, the whole point is to inspire people and bring inspiration. And so yeah, we're gonna be taking more look at photos, and if things are just not cutting it, he's like, you know what, we gotta, I'm sorry, but we can't accept the photo, and we'll reject it or whatever. And that's just how we're gonna handle things. So anyway, that's all we got for today. Again, thank you to everyone who submitted all the photos and everything. Like I said, I will put that poll up today, so you guys can decide on what day you think it would be best to do the Toytography Live. Also, thank you very much for the input you guys gave about the just about the stores in your area and stuff like that. Hopefully you find something, maybe it'll inspire you to start looking to see if something's around. Who knows? But thanks for your feedback on that. And like I mentioned before, we will start to put the photo of the week. Like, we'll do that today. The one that was chosen as photo of the week, we will add that into the group today. So be on the lookout for that, because yeah, that was a big that was a really nice photo. So big congrats to Dean, who submitted that shot. That was really, really nice. So yeah, but again, you guys, thank you very much for joining. Uh, oh, you want to group Action Figure Playhouse? Oh, hey man, I'll join that group. Yeah, I'll be a part of that. I'll support that. Yeah. So if you got an invite, or I'll just look it up so I can be a part of the group. So yeah, that's really really cool. Uh, yeah, and so you understand how we go through the same thing of just like we have to do it. If we just let everybody in just because we want large numbers, then it I guarantee somebody's going to come to the group and they're going to say, you know what, this group is not fun anymore. And I just don't want. I've heard that too many times in other groups, and I really would like to avoid hearing it in ours. So yeah, that's my thing. Um, Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Ken. Thank you very much, and thanks for submitting for your photos today too. You guys are great. So again, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for joining us. Everything we did go a little bit over, but it's okay. So yes, we'll see you guys next week, and I would say next week we'll announce the results of the poll as well as deciding what we're going to do. So yeah, so tune in next week on Wednesday. It might be our last Wednesday day, or it'll be just another day. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, but thanks again for you guys. I appreciate everything you guys doing, and we will see you next week. Have a good one. Stay inspired. See ya.